Good evening, RPG Limit Break. Welcome to another round of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament Winter Robot Wars Chaos X-Wing. Boy, do we have a fun flag set for you tonight. We have Chanigan versus Pickles and Beer, and they have decided to entertain us tonight. We have Confused Old Men turned on, Proc Gem Waterfall, all their shards and key items are trapped. We have a Forced War Mech, which both runners have made a gentleman's agreement they will kill. Astos has been buffed. We have Alt Fiends, and you may have noticed, a Forced Black Belt and a Forced Mage. Sitting next to me in the booth is DM Stewart. DM, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right. Wishing I were at home with my wife, but out on a work trip and doing comms.
There you go.
So for the blursings for our two party members, we have our black belt gets elemental magic and 20 HP, and our black mage gets resist IFT, ice, fire, and time, and 5 luck. So at least that black belt will be able to run from stuff.
This will be an interesting flag set. Both of our runners agreed to this party with a Force Black Belt and one mage. It was random which mage they got, so they ended up with the Black Mage. So in this situation, you got no heal magic on the table whatsoever. So with the allocated formations turned on your trap chests, you don't know what you're gonna get. You could end up with a bunch of imps, or you could end up with a bunch of blue Ds that are not very happy to see you.
So basically you've got to get a sweeper, you've got to get a basic grind somewhere and get that black belt online as soon as possible.
Absolutely. That is going to be very important for their progression. If they don't get that black belt levels, if that punch can is not coming online, oh, we could be in for a slog of a seed tonight.
And as much as I don't like to say it, it is a Danny seed, so come on, Danny, let's go old school tonight.
I see a lot of people in chat praying for a extra spicy seed, and we are off. All right, so
let's see what we've got on this black magic. Fire 3 and Temper.
And Bane. Don't sleep on Bane. It's not Zap, but it does work. So let's take a look at what we got. And we got some wood armor plus 4. That's not bad early. And some gloves. That's also pretty good. And you don't have to worry about weapons. So skip right past that.
Plus 4. Gloves plus 4 is a nice early find.
Ooh.
Oh, those are expensive softs.
Those are very expensive softs. Those are 1,300 softs. My. Chanigan, meanwhile, going to take a look around outside in the forest. Find himself some imps. Going to take some quick levels.
Hey, that's what you got to do with this party.
Absolutely.
Get a couple of quick levels.
Pickles, meanwhile, says, nope. Levels be damned. I'm heading to dwarves, not to Topher.
No. Pickles is going to check dwarves. You notice where Pickles saved.
He did make a safety save.
Dwarves. He's going to check dwarves. If it's garbage, which it was,
which it is,
he's gonna save scum back out and go do Toph.
That's a veteran move right there, if you'd ever seen one. Chanigan, meanwhile, beelining it straight for Temple of Fiends. Yeah, so we gotta use this creep, bunch of crap, wolves, and our first Xbox.
Iron Ball.
No, sir, that is not the box you want to open. Chanigan about to see his surprise. And no, sir, I'll opt out of that, thank you. Another box. Okay, Images and Wraith. That's not bad. He's got Fire 3. That should make quick work of them. Ooh, but Chanigan gets the bigger party. Oh my. But Fire 3 making quick work. And down goes Chanigan's black belt. But a free adamant is found. Well, that got this black mage way up to level 8 already. We're having a fantastic start. Oh, and some extra XP just to throw salt in that wound.
Yeah.
Oh.
No kidding.
So
Pickles,
mean...
that's a very smart that's a very smart move going out and saving.
Absolutely. So, meanwhile, Chanigan just going straight for Garland and takes him out with a Fire 3. So we will see with the king. Thanks. Oh, but the princess has a 2,000-year-old ship. Do you really trust a 2,000-year-old ship?
Well, the ship of Theseus. You have the whole ship of Theseus thing.
True. If you replace every part, when does it cease to become the ship?
Yeah, when does it cease to become the same ship?
Exactly. So, meanwhile, Garland has some poisonous smoke on his hands, and he is gone from Pickles' beer side.
I do still want to see progression locked behind that iron gold box.
You don't know what it is. It could be shards. It could be key.
Yeah. Or loot.
So we're gonna pop in, go see what Bicky's got. Other than a bunch of dead pirates on his hands. Pickles, meanwhile, is gonna go see Matoya. This is a very it's a common play.
That's a good meta play for these winter tournament seeds. And there's something here.
And a lot of money here. But what's in the box? Okay, that's not so bad. You have fire magic. You can take care of those. Meanwhile, what does Bicky have for us today? Just pirate booty.
Cash. Houses actually cheaper than vanilla.
And they're cheaper than the softs.
No, they're not quite cheaper than the softs, but they're about the same.
That pro ring, though, very expensive. And that would be our canoe for Pickles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lock 2 and fast.
Yeah, lock 2 and fast are good things to have at level 2. With Pickles with that canoe, it's a whole new world of progression. Now, you're probably going to see Chanigan go right to see Matoya do the exact same thing. But an early canoe gives you a lot of decisions, and this could be a huge route divergence.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have warp, so you probably don't want to end up in Ice Cave, especially with just the black belt, but there is an eye tile there that you really do want to see. Or you can go to Volcano, and as Lord Fizzle has printed out in chat, you can go to Volcano and go with the Agma grind instead. So there are options on the table now.
Death Touch Eyes. Death Touch Agamas.
Ooh, how about Rub Wolves? That's a thing.
There we go.
There you go.
Thing.
There you go. You don't need Death Touch this because, you got wolves. So we get a heal, we got that money, and Chanigan gonna pop his box with his Burr Wolves. Fire 2 coming out, should take care of a good chunk of them. Pickles, meanwhile, picking up that Pro Ring -1 for his black belt. Good thing to have. You don't want him going down to some Wolves of Rub.
Does purring stop Rub?
Probably not. I honestly can't remember.
I don't remember if Rub is Death Elemental or something else.
Well, I think it is. I know that Rub is time. I know that Quad X is time. And so it was Zap. No,
Zap
Zap is time. Quad X is the power word. So yes, Pro Ring does stop Rub. Rub is Death Elemental.
Okay.
That's what I thought. And
Speaking of Quad X.
And cheap Quad X, too.
Ugh.
Can't...
Come on.
It's okay. We're only early.
We had all the shenanigans from the flags only to get good magic early.
That's also assuming that Black Mage survives. With 2 characters...
Valid point. Hey, Silver Bracelet +2 that's pretty nice. Oh, Trancing Grumps.
Not what you want to see. That's a gigantic time waster, and usually death follows.
Well, okay. Not what the runners want to see.
No. Oh, and there's Nuke.
Nuke
Level
and
4.
warp.
And warp. Oh my. Well, and he takes hold, going for the cheeky hold place. So, that's interesting. I did not see if
And-
Pickles picked that up.
And Thavion in chat, let's wait for the spiders to show up.
Oh, they're coming, don't you worry. Scorpions. Gotta hate seeing scorpions.
They hit like trucks.
Uh-oh. Chanigan's
Uh-oh.
gonna find the
Here's
trance.
his
Yeah, there's the trance imps.
Go.
And
Go.
they're gonna...
Go.
Nope. They're gonna spam it. They're gonna spam it. You gotta leave. Oop. What we got in this box? Okay. Giants and
You got a Hollow Giants pack.
No, that's not too bad. Also noticing on Pickle's side, he did not pick up Nuke or Warp. Or he doesn't have the levels for it at this point, but...
Also doesn't really have cash.
He did, that's true. He spent his money. The Pro Ring cost him quite a lot. And down goes the Black Belt, down goes the Black Mage, and we're booted out. Chanigan, meanwhile, come up to that... Ooh. Unrunnable Gargoyles. How fun.
So there are
With Mute
actually,
Touch. Uh-oh.
There are actually more unrunnables, more unrunnable formations in the Winter Tournament seeds than in vanilla.
That is correct. That it is set for, if I remember correctly, 16%. As well, I see Chanigan gets booted out after a critical hit on that Black Mage. Just boots him right out. Oh, meanwhile, Pickles heading down. Gets the silver, gets garbage. Healing up.
Oh, Reese Wolf in chat responding to the percentage of unrunnables, and all of them are in Marsh.
There's quite a number of them. So meanwhile, Pickles has now found himself in a real fun-looking fight. He's got some mud goals and some sorcerers. Meanwhile, Chanigan is probably about to get rid of these giants. Oh, not yet. There you go. Pop the box. Oh!
Oh, that's a floater.
That is an early floater. Unfortunately, Pickles skipped that box, I think. I don't know if he actually finished fighting it. Because he doesn't have Nuke.
Don't believe he does. I don't believe he did.
I don't think he did either. I think he tried to fight the giants and kind of said nope and oh dear. Oh god, no. Those gargoyles have mute touch and now both of his party members are muted. So it is down to punch. Nope. And Chanigan's gonna go back for that floater again.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's not leaving it behind, that's for sure. This is a moment. But, see what Pickles finds in the bottom of Marsh.
So,
Just...
I've said this before in watching these really top level runners. I can feel a little better in that they aren't routing perfectly either.
No, this is interesting.
They aren't step routing. They don't step route perfectly either.
No. I mean, they're great runners, but no, they're playing it as they see fit at this point. Now, if you're Chanigan, do you grab the floater and just get? You know what you have.
Yes.
Just get out, get rid of it. Because a lot of stuff in here has been nasty and a pain. Pickles finds the bridge, which I'm sure he's... Hopefully that doesn't lead him down the garden path.
Well, it can't because he can already get past the bridge anyway.
True. Oh, Chanigan, you're going back down, are you? Run away from the scorpions. Nobody wants them. Ooh, jerkbirds. Ooh.
Okay, Shum makes a good point. If they get where the encounters are, the plus minus on steps doesn't make that big a difference. That is a ruby for Pickles.
Interesting. Gonna step on the tile with the wizards.
Well, hit like a truck.
Wizards, again, they're wizards. They don't cast any magic, but they do hit hard. Meanwhile, Chanigan has just got his mud goals left. Oh, but he's lost his black belt. And he's lost his black mage. And there's your first look at arachnids and spiders, but no time.
Oh, Chanigan, just
Take her and
get it.
run.
Take the floater and run. Take the floater, get out.
Chat pointing out that Chanigan may feel that Pickles went and grabbed both of them, which he didn't. But if he has at least a nuke charge left over, which he does, I have a feeling he's gonna do it. He's gonna try to tackle that box again. Nope, this time he's getting out. He's gonna warp out. There we go. Now he's got it locked in.
That's the play.
Meanwhile, I'm not sure, but I thought Pickles opened one of those areas, saw an X chest, and walked away.
Maybe the linked one.
It was the marsh far top on the right.
That's not linked.
No. Thavian in chat pointing out marsh bottom, top right, and left he did not get. So he did skip out in a few of them. Alright, Chanigan gonna go get himself healed up and going right for the Ryukon Desert. Canal is useless to him. Oh, Pickle's coming back now. There is also that option too. They don't know where Warmech is. He is in an X chest, and you don't know which one it is. You could open it thinking it's key item or shard, and bam, Warmech gonna Warmech. And at 14:23, Chanigan is in the air.
And
There's the cube.
there's a cube. There's
Expensive.
an actual shop item.
There is a real shop item here. I think about 25% of these flags you don't see that. But we do get to see what the Circle of Sages has for us. Oh, that's right. They're confused. Let's see. Nope. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. Nope. Is it if it's the last one? Oh, there he goes. He's found the book.
Confused old men is just
It's
bothersome.
It's a fantastic flag. I love seeing it. I wish I'd see it more often. So he gets the bottle. He can technically go turn that in right now. And Pickles and Beer finds a pack of mummies and mummies. I'm gonna go see Sarda, who probably just has. Sarda never has anything. Ooh,
He has a shard.
Yeah, it's better than Pocket Changer or Werther's. So with that,
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
not at all. And Pickles picks the slab out.
So, just a reminder, if you have not watched a lot of these winter tournament seeds, it is Oops All Loose Shard Hunt.
Chanigan saying hello to the Hooray Dwarf, making us all very happy, and getting an Opal +5.
Oh, now that you love to see.
That black belt is gonna be tanky now for a very long time. So, there goes Chanigan off. So, at this point, you got options. The whole world is your oyster. Checking the Cardias.
Cardia's a good check.
It's a very good play at this point. It's safe checks. Yep, nope, don't need that box. Nope, don't need that box either. Pickle's going back up to the top of Marsh. Is he going for that chest again? No, he turned to the wrong one.
Ooh, Sparkle Pack.
Yes, you'd like to see that. That's worth a lot of experience right there.
Yeah, that is worth a ton of XP.
And those whiz vampires did not roll up at all. Right, another shard. Some XP. Some some healing done, and let's see what's in the next box. Pop goes the weasel. Okay, a single chimera.
Ooh. Well, Chimera's not bad. It's good XP.
It is. I'd never say no to it, but you'd like to see them in a bigger pack.
Especially at relatively low levels, where Chanigan's party still is.
And Chanigan's party is nowhere near what you consider to be online at this point. The Black Mage is going to be doing a lot of work for him for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
But at the rate he's going and the rate they're popping open boxes, it's not going to be that way for long. Yeah, you don't want to see that either.
It's an Earth pack.
Yeah, not great. Not horrible.
Yeah, low shard count is low XP and low gold gains.
Correct. The lower your shards, the less bonus multiplier you get.
As Thavian Hawk points out in chat.
Thank you, Fabian. He's also pointing out that, yes, we are missing a power blank and a roo stick. You definitely want that roo stick. That's going to...
Yes. Roo stick or defense sword.
Yes, and a crown for Chanigan, and it looks like Pickles is heading back to that giant's chest. See what he can... So, gonna pop that open. And Chanigan, meanwhile...
I don't dislike that play of Chanigan picking up those couple of chests.
No, I don't hate it. There's money to be had. Like you stopped out there, everybody knows shop items in the cube and crescent. Be looking for houses.
Yeah, probably just houses.
Which is strange, it's not there. Usually he has everything. Oh, we gonna do volcano? No. Ah, does he have enough for the cube?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Enough
So we'll get the
cube.
Get the cube. He doesn't have the chime, but at least gives him full access. And he does have enough for a couple of houses.
But the cube is actually required in this. Match because of the gentleman's agreement that they will kill Warmac
unless they find him trapped in a box. Because he does still guard the Masa.
That's true.
But you really don't...
There's several.
Yes, there are.
There's several here in Volcano Armory.
Bulls, so that's not great, but... Quadex will take very quick care of that one. Why not do it again? Pickle's now picking up his nuke for his black wizard.
There's a loot.
That is a loot. That is necessary. So volcano is required. And Pickle's also still no floater.
Chanigan taking out those rub wolves.
Get rid of those. So with Pickle still not having the floater, it's gonna... That's...
Oh, it looked like Pickles wiped on the giants.
He did indeed. So... He's gonna have to go to Volcano, Crescent, and Ice, as he doesn't have the canal at this point.
But you know what? That's gonna be an anima grind.
It is, and it's gonna get
TNT.
him... And he'll get his loot as well, so he'll have half of what he needs. And he does have nuke on his Black Wizard now, so that's gonna Black Mage, so that will help. Ooh, those worms have rolled up.
And have rolled very absorbing.
They have. That's painful. Yeah, just get the old Quadex out. That takes care of everything. Goodbye. And another shard. Do some healing. Let's see if Pickles can find our magic man faster. Nope. 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 Oh, you did. Look at that. You got it in 3. But for Pickles, that's not great to see. Your bottle gets you nothing.
Nothing.
Ooh. There's a pack that's got a lot of XP behind it. If only you had Ice 3. But Nuke will suffice, assuming you survive, because Waters, Ooh, waters hit like trucks.
That's another. Yeah, I was gonna say that's another enemy that hits like a truck.
Ooh, and they have sleep touch. Somebody has sleep touch. Yeah, waters have sleep touch.
Yeah, waters have sleep touch.
Nope, that's just not. That's not safe. That's just avoid that like the plague. Meanwhile, Pickles headed for ice. He's got warp, so I understand the play. It makes sense. You can warp from the bottom, and the eye tile is there.
The eye tile, and just start, just bring the eye grind up.
So we could end up with Chanigan grinding on Agamas and Pickles grinding on eyes. So this could be...
And now see, if I were Chanigan right now, I would just go straight down to the Agama, do not pass go, do not collect $200, and then just go grind that up and come back to do armory.
Yeah, I would do the same thing, but I'd kill Carry, get the warp out, then go probably res the Black Wizard up, come back, because then you're guaranteed you're gonna be able to get sweepers, you're gonna clear anything out you need. Jack calling for the eyes to not be safe. We will see. The issue might not be the eyes, the issue might be the trap tile full of the undead when you drop back down.
Well, but with warp,
he can come back. Yeah. Ooh, and it's an Xbox too. He is okay. Not going with the eyes apparently.
Well, maybe going to clear this. Get some. Oh, there's those blue Ds.
There's the blue Ds we were talking about. Yeah, there's the big boys. Okay, and they also hit like trucks, but you knew that was.
Oh, I mean, they're blue Ds.
Yeah. So Chanigan booted out again.
I still think I would go down, do my Agama grind.
Yeah, I think that would be appropriate. But meanwhile, Pickles finding the chime. So the chime is in Sky, so unless they find the War Mech box, ice is needed. Ice is required. Chanigan now he's picking up his extra shards. And the undead take Pickles and Beer out of ice.
So yes, we have Chime in the floater box.
Chanigan reacquiring his TNT. The triangle for Chanigan is his loot. He has the fun instrument flag turned on, so you never know what you're gonna get. It can be a drum, yes. It can be a flute, it can be... Are bagpipes an option? They should be.
Yes.
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 Excellent. I'm glad.
Not even the funniest one, though. The funniest one is the Vuvuzela.
Yes, I was going to say, it's probably the Vuvuzela. I could just imagine a 2,000-year-old Vuvuzela handed down from royalty that you have to play in a magical room. Perfect. Alright, so... Chanigan's going to pop the last of these chests. Probably then head out and get a house down.
Yes, I would do that.
Yeah. Now he's up to 6 shards, so he's going to get a nice bit of XP boost now. That might be what he was trying to do. Just try to get as close to 8 shards as he can.
And then going to go find a...
Get yourself a grind on.
Get his grind on.
Pickles, meanwhile, thinking about it. Yeah, he's gonna go. Check out the white dragons and jerkbirds. Goodbye, jerkbirds.
Gargan armor +3. But...
Well, that's sellable.
Yeah, that's cash.
Okay, Chain coming back for another. Oh, he's coming for the blue Ds, and he got more than this time. Oh dear. They are not quad-Xable. Chanigan says goodbye.
Chanigan's gonna go do an eye grind.
And be pleasantly rewarded finding that chime, giving him full access to Sky.
Sky provides.
Sky does, although in this flag set, Earth usually provides very well too.
Well, yeah, because you can usually get to Earth pretty quickly.
However, I personally, and I've seen other runners get burned by Earth where it has nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing. You only get the 2 shards from Lich, and that's it. So
The flags, as Fabian Hawk in chat points out, do tend to be front loaded.
they do. That's why Matoyas is a very common play for a lot of runners. You end up.
Oh yeah, Pickles is going straight for that eye grind.
It is unrunnable, but it is quad Xable. So here we go. Yeah, this is what you need. And Chanigan's doing the same thing. So, we're in the eye grind.
Welcome, Raiders from the Owl's Nest official.
So, I'm just checking something here. Yes, so there is a big disparaging difference between Pickles and Beer and Chanigan's XP count, though. So, when Pickles finishes this, he will end up with... Oh, Pickles, you gotta take off those nunchucks, bud.
Yeah, gotta take off those nunchucks.
So,
start the punching.
Yeah. So, Chanigan's gonna end up with 2886, while Pickles is at 1856. That is quite the discrepancy in XP, so this fight will go faster for Chanigan.
Yes, it will.
Assuming that he can kill off his Black Mage. But the Black Mage has been doing a great job just quad-Xing away, so let him do it. Let's face facts here. Your Black Mage is not going to survive very long in Topher, to be honest.
Yeah, not without a healer or life spells.
No. He's...
That is unlikely.
Not at all. It's not gonna happen, so, you know. And to be fair, it's very difficult to get, without a large vitality boost. Very hard to get a Black Wizard or a Black Mage over Nuke threshold.
That is very true.
So, we're gonna be at this for a little bit. So for anyone just joining, we will give a bit of a recap, might as well. Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament. This is a 2-forced party. They agreed for a Black Belt and a Random Mage. They ended up with a Black Mage. It's a shard hunt, so 28 shards get you into the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Chanigan has managed to get that black mage downed.
Excellent. He is now in Ultra Punch mode. So what's his... So just to check... Ooh! Almost
6,772.
Yes, almost 6,000 XP. So right now, we are in the midst of a Black Belt grind. Both of our runners are just going to sit here and punch. So, how high do you take it? Do you stop
42.
at 32? Or do you go to the full 42? Or do you go for the 47 and have your pretty near ribbon?
Actually, I go for the 47 because with no white mage, with no white magic, you need that. You're actually going for the full MDef.
Correct. You need as much, and I would agree, much MDef as you can. Even if you pick up a ribbon, you want that ribbon on your Black Mage, just for the fast casts.
Correct.
So let's see what we're getting here. Pickles is swinging 4 hits for 40. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the levels here. I believe we're at 23 on Chanigan's side, was the last I saw. Ooh, 6 hits for 507. His cannon is online. 24. So we're 24 on Chanigan's side.
Pickles is 17.
17. Okay, so there's a bit of a gap there, and unfortunately, that's not going to narrow. I will say that
Bajamano makes a good point in chat. 42 here, you still get up close to 47 left by the end because there is still a war mech to be killed.
That is true. You cannot discount the war mech. Yes, eyes were unrunnable in the vanilla game for sure.
They also opened with Quad X.
They sure did. That's why you hate it coming to ice when you played the vanilla game. I know I did. So at this point, Pickles punching away, Chanigan punching away. So I gotta ask DM, what are you hoping to see out of our war mech tonight? Because it's required. We're gonna have to kill him. What do you want to see to make this entertaining?
I want to see Punchy War Mech.
Punchy war mech is always a fun war mech to see. I can't argue with that.
No, I want to see Punchy War Mech because I want to see all those nuclears and nukes.
Roll into the.
I want to see those nuclear and I want to see chaos opening up nuclear.
Well, here's another fun little thing. See, they've turned alt fiends on. So there is a possibility one of the alt fiends, I believe, was a summon from Final Fantasy IV. I'm not going to try to pronounce her name because I'll butcher it. But I know she comes with Cure 4 like twice.
Asura, yeah.
That's it. So if Asura does show up, that adds a lot of Cure 4s to that pool.
Yes, it does.
Which, to be fair, with a punch cannon, is not that big of a problem. But it can be. There's always a chance that something like Ink or Slow 2 will land. MDEF or no, there's always
There's always that 3 in 256 chance.
Exactly. There is always the ability that it will break. We have seen in these flags before, and even in this tournament. Brack, Bane, getting through ribbons. Classic Gamer pointing out in chat, Slow 2 is always at least 18 out of 256. Which is scary, because you have no way of getting rid of it. Meanwhile, Chanigan up to level 30, Pickles at level 22. That gap seems to be widening.
It is.
That is a thing. And remember, once again, Pickles, still no floater. If he finds a canal somewhere, he's going to be down the garden path. And he probably won't go back for that chest in Marsh. Unless he ends up last iteming something like Key.
And to be fair with Northern Docks on,
he doesn't need the floater.
You don't necessarily need the floater.
But Sky also has Sky has no encounter rate, while C does, and both our runners have the bottle. If the bottle is the ruse or the power bonk, that's gonna hurt. Because I do not see either one of our runners opening random chests. And Chanigan is done.
Chanigan is done at 32.
Okay, so he's banking on the war mech levels, which he will get. And now the fun part of the black belt grind. He's got to get out. And he's got no caster items. So this could be a bit.
Yeah, this could be bad.
You may just... Oh, there he goes. He's out. So that we know from Pickles there's nothing in that room. Nope, not gonna bother. And there's the door glitch. Love to see it.
Always love to see a door glitch.
Bunch of mono in chat. Pointing out that the trap shard's going to bring in more XP, so you might as well stop now and just get it on your way. So
and he does know where there is an Arngol trap chest.
He does. So he's got some great levels there if he needs it. Oh, there's his ruby.
Oh, which means that Pickles has Pickles' stones are his shards.
Yes, I believe he has that fun flag turned on as well. So Chanigan and myself both realizing, hey, you do have sweeper spells. You have magic. That might have been useful in that undead pack. Ooh, never mind. Burn it right here.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a 7-pack of mucks. That's just nasty.
That's asking for trouble.
Because if they have anything that you don't want to see. Now, right now, they're just punchy, which is fine.
Yeah, and chose the wrong elemental spell to go after him, too.
Meanwhile, Pickles is also done his grind. I don't see his levels. But judging by his HP, I don't think he's as high as Chanigan went.
Maybe, maybe not. He might not have healed as much.
Well, now, he knows the ruby is there. He's not interested in it. He'll avoid those chests. He's avoiding... Oh, he's fading a lot. He's fading all the chests.
Well, if they don't have anything...
He had... But he's...
And
he hasn't been...
You can, more or less... There's an Oxy Ale.
Which Pickles doesn't have. Because he didn't go back down.
And you can more or less see those 3 chests in the drop room when you're in the left side room.
And we see our first instance of morale break. Let's see, is there anything here? There isn't. No, there is next chest. Ooh, not what you want to see though. You never, ever want to see a packer.
Bad touch.
Oh, bad. Now, he will kill them. It's just, can he do it fast enough? Pickles is out of ice and heading off. Chanigan's HP.
26. 26 is
26?
where Pickles went.
Okay. Now here we see the advantage of having that floater. Chanigan doesn't have to worry about anything in the river system. He doesn't have to worry about random encounters. He can just fly where he needs to go. And Chanigan is out and saving and into the air. I'm gonna go help his mage back up.
Yep.
And Pickles also doing the same thing with our free clinics today.
Pickles gonna go pick up that cube.
He'll need it eventually.
He's got it.
And Chanigan.
Oh wait, no, it's not in. Sorry.
It's all good. It's in Crescent. Chanigan, meanwhile, going back to Volcano. You may see him just beeline straight down at this point. No, there is a hairpin chest I believe he did not check. Yes, there is. Oh, there's 2 of them.
2 of them.
Now, he could have gone and turned in the bottle, the adamant, or the tea in... Or, sorry, he's turned in the adamant. It's the crown he could turn in. But at this point, there's a lot of weapons out there that he does not care about.
I mean, about the only turn-in from that he cares about is a ruse stick or a defense sword.
Saber bonk. Power bonk.
Saber bonk is nice.
You don't need it. That's the thing. With a fully charged punch cannon, it's nice, but remember, Saber gives an accuracy bonus in case you get dark. It's not likely to land, but that could ruin a run.
Yeah, Saber is nice. Saber bonk is nice. It's not a necessity.
No, he's not going to go begging for it, that's for sure. He's not going to be scouring. And Pickle's going back to ice. Perhaps looking for the other chests that he faded. And the herb has been pulled out of Volcano now.
And I guess Pickles is going to get the rest of those chests in ice.
That would be my guess. He did fade them, and he knows he's faded them.
true.
So Chanigan, I assume, is just gonna back up. He's going for the blue Ds again, which, to be fair, with the amount of ooh, they are thick blue Ds. Like, that was 512, and they stood on their head. And we know they're not quite Xable, so they have more than 600. Ooh. Like trucks they hit. Oh. These are brutal. Wow.
Oh.
They are those blue Ds are nasty. Our tracker pointing out a fast at black belt couldn't even get through. Nope. Checking. He's going back for the waters.
Which does make some sense.
They are. It is a high XP fight. They do, and he did get a opening encounter, which is good. Gives him a chance to put some damage down. Question in chat. Only the shards give the XP bonus. Key items do not. So the more shards you get, the higher the XP bonus is. Ooh, that is a lot of XP. Another shard, so that puts him at 8. So that gets him his first real break point. So with that, Pickles is going back to grab his ruby. Guarded by the shark, which runs away. Smart shark. He's got cola. Interesting. Chanigan, meanwhile. Bullboard back to the blue D tile. Alright, so we're gonna punch again. Fast. You did get the drop on them. There we go, that's one down. Ooh! That critical hit, though. That's unfortunate. He needs turn order. And he got it.
Got it.
He got it. So, that's a lot of XP. And all that for a shard. Sorry, he can just warp out and house up. Nope. Not gonna bother. Is he gonna start doing turn-ins? Yes, he is. He's going to see what Astos has. Question about why the black belt has MP slots. One of the perks of the randomizer is you can gain a blursing, and the black belt's blursing is he has access to level 2 magic. So he has level 2 fire, level 2 ice, and level 2 lit. Only in the 8th spell slot, and he only ever has 2 charges, but he does have it. Speaking of things you don't need, there's an X-Cal that he does not want. And we're going for the Iron Goal. Alright, so we're gonna fast, we're gonna use... Ooh, nope, we're not gonna fast. But these Iron Goals are... Yeah, they're... Ooh, no, they're getting a bit of health to them. Down they go. Another shard. So, Pickles, meanwhile, re-navigating the canal waterways. Chanigan, gonna take a stop by Corneria. Res the Black Mage back. Chat calling for canal there. No, sorry. Don't know where that is yet. Chanigan looks like he's gonna do the ruby turn in. See what he can find. Oh, let's see. Ah, there is one Xbox. Ooh. That's not bad. That's a good XP grind, that's for sure. Pickles, meanwhile, is now into Volcano. He's gonna take a little look around. He's gonna find that blue D tile and probably not like that any more than Chanigan did.
Yeah, probably not.
Another shard for Chanigan. I believe puts him around 9 shards.
And Chanigan going to go clear out those last couple of chests from Mark.
I like this play because with his black belt as high as it is, you're going to see a lot of enemies having a morale break and just running. Now, of course, the undead don't run, so that kind of sucks for stuff like ghouls. Stuff like, no, zombies will. Apparently some undead are smart enough to run.
And there's that Mudgole Sorcerer pack.
Which are running.
Hey, I'm not going to complain.
Hey, I remember in the vanilla game, sorcerers were the worst thing. They always opened with trance and then death touch. You do not want to see that. Meanwhile, up to 36 on that black belt, so Punch Cannon is going to start doing punchy things. Pickles now finds this blue D thing, and he's going to try the quad X trick. Sorry, Pickles, that's not going to work.
Womp womp.
And the pain begins. Now, I mean, when Chanigan took this on, he was a lot higher level, and he had a rough time with it, so... Oh, look, there's the bridge. Yay, we found another copy. Oh, well. Ooh, a bunch of jerk birds. Let's throw microwaves at them, assuming they stick around.
Well,
see, one of them was smart, one of them ran.
Yes, Pickles is still going to have to come back to Marsh and get that cube.
Pop, pop, pop. Heading up. There is one more box up here. Yep, there it is. He's got it. Just a bunch of mummies. Not a big deal. Yeah, Pickles right now is hoping for the floater or the canal. That's... He needs to find one of those
two.
If it's in this chest here, that's bad. Nope, that's a slab, another turn-in item, so... That is the part that kind of worries me. If Pickles does find the canal in Volcano, he will not be going back to Top Marsh. Unless he can't find his key. Again, we're gonna take our trip into Melman to go talk to the famous Dr. who teaches you a language in less than 10 seconds. So, if Chanigan's gonna go with Bottle and Slab, no, he's not. He's gonna go C. Interesting. I don't hate it, because he could do Waterfall as well. As Key is still missing. Pickles, meanwhile, take another run at that blue D chest. And gets the nuke off. Good rolls on the nuke. One down.
That blue D chest has been the bane of our runner's existence tonight.
It definitely has, but Pickles is through. It's a good amount of XP. Unfortunately, it only nets you a single shard. Chanigan, meanwhile, is now into C. So, the big question I'm sure is on everybody's mind watching. Will we see a carbonation tonight? Will we see 2 carbonations tonight? We can hope.
I think we should.
I agree. Now, one thing we should point out is Chanigan can't get into TFC. It is locked by the Mystic Key. He doesn't have it. So, he'll have to fade that chest for the time being. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Aw, she was right there, Chanigan. Come on. I'll have to ask him about that in the post-game interview. Wow, he found nothing on Mermaid's side, except... Did he check the 3 chests at the far end?
Can't imagine he didn't. I will say that Chanigan did find one thing on Mermaid Floor, and that was sad news.
He did. That was a depressing mermaid's floor. All those chests, and none of them are worth his time. Yeah. Ooh! Arsahags have blaze. And fire.
That's...
Chanigan says I'm not
likely.
interested. I'm gonna go talk to the robot in Waterfall. It's a proc, and this is a proc gem waterfall cave, so it's not the usual way. Oh, come on! That is not proc gem
That's-
waterfall. No. What happened?
That is just disgusting.
You don't you gotta laugh, but you kind of hate to see it. You really wanted that to be more of a challenge. But maybe there's a Warmech. Zombie D's. Blaze Arsahags kind of make up for it, yeah. But the thing is, you're not going to see a lot of them on Chanigan's side unless he goes back into sea, because, no, he's in the air.
Because he's in the air and doesn't necessarily need sea unless that turns out to have a whole bunch of shards going down the Kraken.
That is true. So he gets one shard and some housing off the robot, and out he goes. Fizzle pointing out in chat. Nope, that's proc gem waterfall to a T. No, you're right. We know that's the way it always ends up, but never in my seeds. Never when I have it on. When I have it on, it's always in the weirdest place possible.
And Chanigan, you go on.
Gonna try to land on Gaia.
Check on the bottle and.
Absolutely, this is a great time to turn it in, and I mean, you're here, you can do the slab turn in as well. There's the ruse stick. Now he is a very, very happy runner right now. He doesn't really need anything else. Nope, that's why he's going to fade Lefane. He doesn't need it. But do I hear Sky? I see a blue stake. It was. It's not there anymore. Oh, you got two trap chests that you can see.
And Pickle's gonna quad X out these sphinxes.
29 on his. And so, Pickle's leaving the volcano for the time being. Gonna do some saving. And bounce back in. So we're gonna check the other chest here. Ooh, rock galls. That's not bad. Fight. We're gonna nuke while Pickles runs through the lava tiles.
Yep.
And that's one thing about Volcano. If you take the right path, it's literally 2 minutes to carry. If you skip every chest. But we get to look at Deep Volcano to see what's there. And our first look at greater than, less than. So we're gonna run from this group of mummies as it's not worth our time. Let's see if there's any... Nope, no, nothing there. Now, better trap treasure is turned on. Not that it matters, because there could potentially be a ribbon in that top chest on Pickle's side. And he's going to take a look and see what's there. No thank you. Ooh, vampires have stone poison. That's fun. And trance. That's fun too.
Yeah.
You may just want to start hitting. No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I was gonna say you might just want to start punching because this is getting scary. All right. Find some more stones. All right. couple
Find
of...
some greater than this than.
there's quite a
Scrap
few in
tip.
here. Saw 4 in greater than less than. That's pretty. It's pretty dense. I like to see. You like to see that. Let's see what's in the forgotten chests. Shard on for Chanigan. Oh look, slimes. 2 of them were smart. They ran away. Uh-oh, there's those Arsahags again. Yeah, that's just the one, so it's not a big pack. Oh, Pickles finds the rod! But he can't get out of the inner sea yet. Oh no, Chanigan has the key. He is in item go mode. Just needs to kill Warmech and get his shards. That is not good for Pickles. Chanigan warping out, housing up. Gonna go right back in, and I think he's gonna be making a beeline for Sky. And we have a Rubicante on our screen. Our first alternate fiend. First look. Who's got Cure Magic? Well, I'm sure that's helpful. And Quadax comes out, and Rubicante gets erased. Chat pointing out Fire Fiend in the volcano. Is it even randomized? Well, he's not supposed to be there. But that's 2 more shards for Pickles for taking out a fiend.
Yep. And Pickles nopes out.
I do not blame him at all. So, if you're Pickles, you know progression is something you've skipped. He's checked everything that he could have checked in this area, so he knows he has to go back to Marsh. There's no other spot that he really has left to check. Chanigan, meanwhile, is going to face another one of those blue Ds and says, no, I had enough of you, I'm getting out of here. And we're onto the sky floor. Alright, so let's take a look at some chests. Our first look at what's in Sky. Oh, no, there's next chest. What do we got? Ugh, airs. I don't like airs. No weaknesses. They hit hard. They tend to be dodgy. See? Just not a fun thing to find. Not a fun thing to find. Pickles is heading back to Corneria. Oh, he's going for the Iron Gall chest in Topher. He knows he skipped that one. Unfortunately, we know that's just a shard, and progression is in Marsh. So, we're gonna... What just happened? Did something have death touch? Because I see a dead black belt on Chanigan's side that shouldn't be dead in any way, shape, or form. Looks like death touch ogres are a thing.
Ouch.
Well, chat, you asked for it. There it is. There's your unexpected part of the seed. Interesting. Gonna take the long walk down to the Fane.
Well, Chanigan is presumably still looking for that thing.
Chanigan did translate, yes. He would like... I'm sure a ribbon would be nice. Hopefully this isn't a...
Well, yeah, a ribbon would be nice as well.
Oh, well, I mean, the only thing he doesn't want to see is a rolled up as a Vorpal. It's useless to him. He's not going to use it. Nope, that ribbon is a ribbon plus 6. Yep, pop that right down there, warp out, pop down a house, and you're on the move again. That Okay, Pickles is finally back up at the floater box. He will definitely get through this time.
Or at least we can hope.
Yeah, he did. That giant ran away. And he has his
There's a
floater.
float.
And if you're Pickles, do you get that sinking feeling that maybe your opponent found it before you? Because
And Chanigan heading into sky.
hopefully avoiding finding any more death touch anything. So now the interesting thing is where did the canal land? Yeah, well, yeah, Stave Hawk pointing out the only things that we have left to turn in are the crystal, which we don't have, or the herb.
Or the herb, which we do have.
We do. Oh, it can be key locked. Absolutely, Fizzle is correct.
It absolutely can be key locked.
Yeah, because the floater and the canoe were early enough, the game's logic will say, well, you can do it.
Yeah.
Chanigan skipping everything on the spider floor. Don't blame him. But he is going to check Cece's gambit. Finds nothing.
Womp,
He's
womp.
Not going to check the six-pack. Nothing in the fours. So, you know what it's time for then. He's walking
It's
around.
a war chicken.
He's not walking around, though. But he is at the end of that Bridge of Destiny. He's going to be waiting for him. Nachos, we're not interested.
And Pickles going to get that floater turned in.
Yep.
He's gotta feel way behind at this point.
Yeah, you get that sinking feeling when you just discover something. And here comes the Warmack fight. So we're gonna ruse. We're gonna fast. Warmack has Dazzle. Well, that's nice. Gonna temper. Fire 3. Punchy punch. And down in one hit. 2,042 damage. And that is a dead Warmack. Leviathan is on the screen. So technically, Dragon with a Dragon is punchy. Dead. Nope, sorry. No sale. So that's 4 more shards for Chanigan, and I believe he is, I think, 3 shards away from go mode.
I think maybe you're right.
But at this point, he's a level 43 black belt. He's on autopilot.
But Chanigan also hit that blue stake.
He did. So, where is he off to go grab his shards? Volcano would be the optimum place. Yep.
And Chanigan back into Volcano.
He will probably head straight for Volcano floors. Yeah.
Headed straight to the bottom.
Yep. He will pop in to check chest just to see if he sees any X's. Because Carrie's only going to give him 2. Well, it's Rubicante, but we'll definitely check. Pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. Nothing, don't care.
Yep.
Nope. Skipping the big pack, but I don't believe there was one there. I believe these are the ones he wants. But I think one of them is actually a key item, if I remember correctly. Either way, this pack does not stand a chance. Nuke doing nuke things and rolling like Fade.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Like I said, Fade is the Dollar General nuke.
Fade is the poor man's nuke.
But that's the last shard he is required, so down, down, down he goes to go find Rubicante. So that means we're in for a treat in Topher, because we don't know the other 2 fiends at this point.
Yeah, we don't know what the other 2 fiends are. We also don't know what kind of script they might have.
No, because Warmack didn't show us a lot. It showed us Dazzle and Fire 3 before it was punched into oblivion. Now, that being said, things are going to get punched into oblivion. Chanigan making a quick check of his heal pots. Popping in, picking up what he needs. And away we go. Pickles, meanwhile.
Of course, that's actually someone else's responsibility to keep track of those. Oh well.
Alright. And Pickles now has his key, so he is in item go mode as well. And with 1 hour 7:53, we are heading into Topher.
Into Topher.
And this is just going to be a beeline straight down. He's not stopping. This would be the only thing that'll delay him, would be forced fights.
But run where you can and... Oh, toxic bad.
You don't want to see that, but the ribbon and the high MDef will probably keep you safe. Again, always a chance it won't, though. Frost, nah. That nuke should clear a path. Oh, no, of course. Randomizer gonna randomize. And it is wasting resources, as Stavian points out. Those nuke charges, while not necessary, because punch cannon.
But that nuke is also at the same level as fast, isn't it?
It is. Let me see. I think so. I think you are correct.
So every nuke you cast is one fewer fast you can cast.
And we're stuck again with unrunnables.
But it's purple worms, so that is crazy amounts of XP.
Purple worms are a great source of your daily XP grind. 45. So in 2 more levels, he has the equivalent of a ribbon. Nuke is 4 fastest too, so... we are making our way down to the Earth floor. And once Pickles has his Black Mage at 27, that's pretty good. Yeah, Nuke and Warp share the same charges, so... I don't think Chanigan's going to be warping out of anything. So, oh, it's Beelzebub with Blaze. And he's gone.
And done.
Yep. Although that Blaze did hurt. That actually landed very high on that black belt. Beelzebub. I like that. That's good. That's exactly what he was. So we know what carry's going to be. That's going to be the second Rubicante. It's going to be... who takes Kraken's place?
And Chanigan going to beat up on Rubicante 2.
18 hits. Nope. Goodbye. 46. One more level and he's got max MDef. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't need that.
You don't want to see that seafood party pack.
Absolutely not. This is the worst possible thing you can see. At least they just attack. They don't have scripts.
Right.
We got someone calling for a carbuncle. Fabian's calling for a carbuncle in chat. I'm still hoping for the heals. Oh, it could be. I wonder if it's the Fiend of Water out of Final Fantasy IV. That would be interesting to see. As Rubicante already rolled in his usual spot. Yes, I'm still calling for that Rubes. I'm looking for Ashura. Because that means those Cure 4s are in the pool. Well, looking for maybe Black Knight? No, it is Carbuncle. Congratulations, the Avian Hawk. And he has Dark Touch.
Yeah.
And he is gone. Although the Black Mage barely hanging on. And we know Leviathan is the last one in line. fast, and punch to the moon. Goodbye.
Punch.
Well, if they had scripts, we're never gonna know it. So, Chanigan pulling up to Chaos at 1:12:23. We are gonna punch, we're gonna fast, and we're gonna punch. Bane comes out, that ain't gonna do nothing. That punch, though, 6:18. This Chaos is, got some absorb on him. That's better, 877. 2 hits for not much. 112 damage comes out. And that's it. Get your GGs out in chat for the Punch Cannon and Chanigan. With an official race time.gg of 1:12:48.
GGT Chanigan.
Hello.
GG's Chanigan.
Thank you.
And that looks like a forfeit from Pickles and Beer.
No, he's still going.
Oh no.
You know,
Just
he's
stopped.
Yep, he's still going.
We were typing in chat.
Okay.
So, the big play, the early floater.
Oh my god, that took so long to get out.
Well, that was the difference, as Pickles had to go back for it after he cleared ice and did his grind. That was
that
what did
early
it.
grind. That early grind on the eye was just god awful. I hated it.
Well, it went better for you than it did for Pickles, as you had almost double the experience points he was getting at one point due to your shard count.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though with I think I had 6 at that point, was still not a lot.
Yes, you had about that. But after that, once you were online, it was just kind of go with it.
Yep.
It was
Just punch.
I think the only thing you ran into that was a bit off-putting was the Death Touch Ogre in Sky.
Oh,
who just
yes.
took your black belt right out of the picture.
Yeah, I was just checking the race room during that encounter. I just turned my eyes, look, okay, nothing posted. Look back, dead black belt. Like, what happened? But no, I think the early game was just awful with which encounter was in the chest.
You had the
like
iron goals.
early iron goals.
That was a bad one.
Blue D's.
Oh, that blue D's.
The blue D chest.
Yeah, the blue D chest. We saw you kind of bash your head against that for quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. I was feeling like there was a key item behind it, and fortunately, it was just nothing. Just a shard.
No, there was nothing important there. Fortunately. So I went ahead and took a look at where all the scripting was and where all your keys were. So Chaos didn't last long, but he did have 2 nuclears and a swirl in his repertoire, as well as he had slow 2.
That's just what I was asking for.
Yep. So, but he did not roll high on HP. So,
he had barely like 3,000 HP, maybe less.
You are correct. He had less than 3,000. Your Cure 4 actually ended up on, of all things, the Beelzebub.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Not gonna lie, I really got scared on that blaze. That was way more damage than I thought it would do.
That was mentioned. That took your black belt down to what, 294?
Yeah, 241, I think, something like that.
It was very low. I was like, wow, that's a black belt with an equivalent ribbon, and that really hurt.
Yeah. Now I was expecting like a small punch, or even any script or spell is not gonna do more than 100 damage, but 250 or something. I'm like, damn.
Yes, that was quite the thing. So you guys chose the Force black belt and a random mage. Would you prefer to have gotten the red mage, or were you happy with the black?
Oh, I'm very happy with the black. Just not to have to look at the white magic is just faster. I prefer it, and I don't like. Well, I don't like the white mage, but I don't mind about white magic. But
So you're not one of those never white mage types?
I'm kind of one of those.
it, I won't argue with you. Never saw the war mech with the Masa, so we don't know where that actually ended up. You guys pretty much were lockstep with your routing when it came to stuff. I believe you went to Waterfall. Pickles did not.
Yeah, only for one shard. Well, it was better than going to sea with those Blaze
the red
Artheags.
Red Sahags, yes. And
Yeah.
we want to give a special shout out to the Proc Gem Waterfall for once again doing its thing.
Yeah. It's a second seed where I put Proggen Waterfall in. It just rolled like on top and that's it.
Yep.
It's dumb. So something is like deep, super deep, and some other times it's just it's right there.
Yeah, it was. You walked in and we were just like, "Come on, are you kidding me?" But I gotta say, wasn't really sure what the party makeup was going to be when you guys were in the race room. I was really happy to see a black belt seed. I am still a huge fan.
Really pushed that. Pickles really didn't want the black belt.
No, I can tell as Pickles right now is pulling into Corneria. Looks like he's rezzing up his dead black mage. Probably picking up some items. I think he is in go mode, so we'll soon see him in the Topher.
But I'm still happy that Pickles agreed in the race for black belt. I really want it. I'm kind of tired of playing Thief since it's the meta right now.
Pickles heading in at 119.09.
So with this win, Chanigan, you're going to take on the winner of Edgeward and Caleb. What do you think of that?
Yeah, either is going to be rough.
No, there's no question in my mind about that one.
No, it's for sure going to be a fun race. Going to be a good challenge.
Absolutely, that I look forward to seeing that one. That'll be really good. Do you think you might be able to get either one of them to agree to a black belt seed?
Maybe not a black belt. I like to try different party comps, like I did Thief Red against Magus. I think I did something similar against.
I believe. Did you not do a Thief
Gouda?
White Mage?
Yeah, against Gouda, I think, or
Yeah,
was
like
it Kumo?
the crappy chaos one.
Yeah, I think Kumo was the only one that we did vanilla party. Like, I think it wasn't forced. But no, if I can, I would love to have a solo Thief seed. That would be nice.
That would be. I would like to see that.
If Caleb goes through Edgewords, I hope he'll agree to go solo Thief.
I think that would be a very great race to watch. A solo Thief is always interesting. You got the great ability to run, and the Thief in this seed actually would have been real fun to watch you go with the legendary swords turned on.
Oh yeah, the legendary swords.
Pickles, meanwhile,
is slow walking.
He's doing the slow walk through Topher. Look at that. He's just doing his thing. You know what? I gotta respect it for that. If he makes it into the chaos room, I hope he does a victory lap. I haven't seen one in a long time, but I'd like to see a victory lap. Because to be fair, again, nothing is going to stand in the way of a level 46 black belt. Nothing. The game is nothing. The game was not designed to deal with this. But I gotta say, it was a very, very entertaining seed. Good race. Like I said, you guys were lockstep for most of it. The big deciding point was that you went back several times to get that floater. You did have a couple of wipes when you try to go down to get the shard out of the bottom.
Yeah. Normally, at least with those flags, Marsh usually have some key items, so I really didn't want to leave anything behind. So that's why I kept going at it. But yeah, I should just got the floater and just leave.
But eventually
Which
you
is
did.
what I did. Yeah,
It is what you did. You finally got out of it. So Pickles is past Beelzebub, which his blaze did not nearly hit as hard as yours. Only took about 200 off. So not sure why you got a really bad. You must have got max rolled on that. To be fair, I
Probably.
can't.
maybe.
I,
But I never healed before Beelzebub, so that might
well.
be. I was already at 400 something because of the worms.
Yes, the old worms. So, goodbye, Rubicante 2. We miss your leg, but, well, it'll eventually be patched in. So, and once again, Pickles doing the slow walk, heading his way through. Just, you know what? It's a leisurely stroll through the past, It's one of those things.
He did say in the race room he did some fun stuff in Toph.
Oh, I'm still hoping for a lap around Chaos then. I really am. I haven't seen that in a very long time. As Roops points out, it's the strut. Just because, to be fair, it makes sense. You're walking in there with a level 46 black belt. Like, who's going to stop you? Carbuncle? Not likely. Yeah, exactly. Not likely. Dead. Just dead. Just straight dead.
Carbuncle's not going to stop anything.
No, sadly not, because, if you look at Carbuncle's script, all that he had was Inferno, Crack, Gaze, and Nuclear.
And there goes Leviathan.
Leviathan
Dead.
wasn't good. This isn't going to last long, because, again, Chaos did not roll high enough. The only thing that could make this a problem is if he gets slow 2 off.
Even though he had some fast charges. So
he does. So, yeah, he's not going to be able to... Oh, look at this. Is he doing it? Come on, all the way around. Yeah, there we go. Get your applause out in chat for the lap around Topher. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Oh, he's doing and he's going to do the speed lap around the outside. Oh, that you gotta love to see it.
You love to see things. You love to see those.
Just great. Just a great way to great way to go around. And let's be fair, Pickles is not out of this by a long shot. He moves down to the losers brackets, and I believe he will end up.
We'll have to wait a bit.
Yeah, he will, because he's gonna have to take on. Well, let's just say
ADR, Luffy, Ravioli, or Oslodo.
Yeah, me. No, but it's not going to be me. Let's just be. It's no. No. I
You never know.
Only if someone beat Ravioli.
No, I have to face him.
Good luck.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm. And again, if I get past him, who awaits me but Luffy, ADR, or Pickles? Like this, and that's it. The dead Chaos is dead. We knew it wouldn't take long.
Yeah.
So Pickles at 125, 36. Get your GGs out. And take a peek here. See if he's. Pickles is in the chat with us. Pickles.
GG.
Oh. GG Chanigan.
GG's, man.
Yes.
I think first and foremost, before we get into any real questions, I just want to give a hearty thanks to your strut around Topher, to your lap around.
Yeah, no problem. My only regret is that I didn't start Topher that way.
Well, And yes, we can now start talking about the missing floater.
Oof.
Yeah.
That was. I
was expecting it to be Canal, so that's why I wasn't worried about going back to it. Then it was floater. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Nobody found Canal, and and to be fair, both of you were very, very lockstep for a lot of the seed. It's just one of you was using a ship and a canoe, and the other one was in the air. But you were both grinding on the eye at the exact same time.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
That must be
X-
nice to watch.
Yeah,
A
third
good
like
5 minutes.
yeah,
The
less than 4,000 XP per fight. I was like, I just needed levels to
Yeah.
get through the rest of the seed. Just
Yeah,
something.
same. As soon as I got the floater, I think I checked Cardia. Then I went back to I went back to Volcano just to get the first few boxes in the armory. Then went to Ice Cave to grind. I had 6 shards. Was
Yeah.
slow.
I
So-
well, not sure if I
We-
had any.
We both thought you were going to take the Agama grind when we saw you go into Volcano.
Yeah, I almost thought about it, but it's having to go back to go through carry with Rubicante. I wasn't sure about that since I didn't know how all the alt fiends were gonna behave. Since I didn't practice with those.
And you never know which one's going to roll in there anyway. It could have been. It didn't have to be Conte. It could have been.
Anyone. Yeah.
Then Sura, and then you got your reward, and you got extra rewards, and then you will.
I was disappointed that it wasn't. Pickles, I got to ask you about the same questions that I asked Chanigan. The Iron Gold chest in Topher. A surprise at the start.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we'll come back to that later.
And you also ran into the same thing that Chanigan did. That nasty blue D chest in the volcano.
Yeah, I think I got it my second try, and then again my third try because I wiped to something else.
Oh man, it took me like 4 or 5 tries. They just didn't want to die.
They did not. One thing that I don't know if you saw, Pickles. The ogres actually had death touch.
I did not see that. Nice.
No, we all looked away for a minute, and Chanigan's level 46 black belt was dead. It's like something
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I was looking at the race room when that happened. Like, I just look at the race room to see if someone talked if you had finished, and I checked back my screen. I'm like, oh, black belt's dead. So I had to warp out.
That was quite a shock to I think everybody involved. I don't know if Pickles saw the beautiful Arsa hags.
Oh boy, yep.
The only ones I saw, I got to jump on.
They had Blaze.
That's nice.
So
Yeah,
C wasn't fun.
Yeah, I skipped C. As soon as I saw it, and I did mermaid side. There was nothing on mermaid side. No chests with shards or key items. Nothing.
I don't think I made it west of Cardia. I didn't hit Melmador on rack.
But yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go grab the 4 shards at the Kraken side, and one of the first encounter got the with Sahag, Arsag, and they just blazed me right off the bat. I'm like, nope, I am out of here.
No,
Yeah.
that's just not going to happen.
No, that was watching that and being like, oh dear.
Yeah,
He's not staying. He's not staying.
Nah, I was really hoping not to get them in Toph.
No, you didn't see them there.
Nope.
So
Got
Pickles.
3 seafood party packs.
Oh,
though.
you did get a number of those. Pickles, you get a bit of a weight on your hands to find out who your next opponent is. You're on to
Yeah,
round.
looks like it.
You're on to round 5. So there's 4 potentials that you may end up with: ADR, Luffy, Ravioli, and yours truly. Any preference?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, it would be fun to go against anyone. You know, a little bit extra there with Luffy, but
Luffy will agree to some fun parties, I'm sure. I think it was quite surprising that you agreed to a black belt single mage.
I don't think any party gives either one of us an advantage over the other
No, I agree. You're both
for the most
excellent.
part.
You're both excellent runners. Both played a real tight game. Very entertaining. The Alt Fiend's real good. Still a little annoyed that Ashura didn't show up because that would have been fun to see. Also good to see the Warmech fights. Always. Even though he was a pushover.
Yeah, we had to kill him. Gentleman agreement.
You did, and you did. So it's...
like I said in the race room, we were gonna go anyway in Sky.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sky always provides.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be fair here. As soon as you did your first dive of C, it's like, you know what? Sky was better than this. This is bad. I am done with this because those packs show up constantly in C.
Oh,
yeah, and
those
I'm
Arsa
pretty
hacks.
happy. I'm pretty happy that he landed in Mirage.
Yes, that was.
Thank God it was there. I really didn't want to go to sea or Earth or something like that. Like, thank God.
Earth was totally faded in this seed. That's not very common in a winter tournament seed, but it is interesting to see.
Yeah, usually there's a lot more key items in Earth. Man.
Well, that's probably where the canal was.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
we'll
it has to be an inner C. Might
No,
have been
not necessarily because we had floater early.
Floater basically unlocks it. It puts it wherever it can because the
Okay.
the game's logic will say, "Oh, look, you can get out of the inner sea," because we had checked everything. I believe Pickles checked every single
chest.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
that's the ship and canal in the inner sea is old logic. So
Yeah.
Okay.
if you can get out of it, it's no longer required. Yeah, I checked every single box in the inner sea.
Wait till eventually you found the floater, and then you were probably thinking, "Well, this isn't good."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I almost had
And-
it the one time, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, what are the odds that this particular one is what I need?
Yeah. Then it was, well, that's a thing.
Yeah, we when Chanigan pulled it out, it was like, "Oh, it's going to be one of those seeds," and then it became one of those seeds. But the good news was, you guys didn't end up with a lot of really nasty trap chests to start off. No large amounts of like bluedies or Gurmadusas with stone touch or something stupid like that. Because it does happen.
Because that happens.
I'll disagree with that. We had early giants and iguanas guarding a floater.
Oh yes.
Yes, that was the thing.
Other than that,
Now, I would also like to put out there that I think one of the big differences is, Chanigan, you went and picked up Nuke at level 4 and had charges
Early.
early.
Yeah. Thank God for the black belt dying early.
Yes, because it gave you the levels to actually use Nuke, and that's what pushed you through that floater check.
yeah, I had not enough. I didn't have enough money because I'm pretty sure I went over to. Yeah, I went to Elfland first. I didn't have enough money for magic because I spent it all on that pro ring, and then I was like, well, I'll go do Marsh and get some money and come back, and then I came back and saw the Nuke and Warp. Like, that's nice.
Yeah, that's that moment where it's like, that kind of hurts. That feels bad. But we're starting to get into the wee morning hours, so I will pass us on to final thoughts. Our winner on stream, Chanigan, final thoughts.
GG against Pickles. Was pretty scared of you since you beat me pretty much every tournament we've been against. So it feels good. Also want to say thank you both for commentating. Thank you, Reese, for tracking, and Darkmoon for streaming as always. Thanks RPG Limit Break and chat. And I'm pretty hyped for my next match. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, we certainly look forward to seeing it. For our second place finisher, down but certainly not out, Pickles and Beer, final thoughts.
Hey, GG again, Chanigan, and thank you all for putting this on. And yeah, it was kind of fun for the most part. Always fun to have a race good competition.
Absolutely. DM Stuart, my co-coms, final thoughts.
This was a really interesting looking seed. Now, if you guys have enjoyed what you've been watching, don't forget you can join the Discord. Coming up after Winter Tournament is over is the Duckling Boot Camp, followed by the Duckling Derby for new runners to help get new runners into running Final Fantasy Randomizer. This was an interesting bit of throwback in a lot of ways. GG to both of our runners. Thank you to my co-coms. Thank you to our tracker, Reese, and thank you to RPG Limit Break for letting us use your channel to restream.
Absolutely. So, before we sign off, I'm just going to tell you, you can see it on screen now. Tomorrow, we got 2 big races on the go. They're both going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern. First one, Spellzap versus Rubes in an upper round 4 match. They have some spicy flags. It's either going to be a forced fighter or thief with 1 forced mage and a required war mech. Meanwhile, we also have at 9 p.m. Fryteeth and Herbie B going to be on Speed Gaming. That will be an upper round 3 matchup. But I want to thank both of our runners. GG's again to both of you. I want to thank my co-coms, DM Stewart. I want to thank Reese, our tracker. I want to thank Dark Moon for doing the restream. I want to thank all of you for showing up, taking a look around. Again, as my co-com said, if you like what you see, head over to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, join the Discord. I can wholeheartedly endorse the Duckling program as a recent graduate myself. If you want to race like these guys, join the program, hit the ground running. You will not regret it. It's a lot of fun. The Discord is a great group of people. They're more than willing to give you a hand. For our 2 runners, for my tracker, for my co-coms, I am Oslodo. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next round.